This is Bimbo Barbarella, and this is Friday, June 28th. And here on the College of Music Knowledge, we are this week featuring Billboard #1 hits from 1980 to 1989. And during this music span, there was a lot of one-hit wonders. A lot of one-hit wonders. Some of them were good. Some of them you were saying, how the hell did that song ever become popular? But be that as it may, um, I'm sure we'll have the usual cast of characters and hopefully meet some new people. That's always nice. I'll put a link out there if you want to come up and join the panel. Feel free to do it. When we get more people up, I will explain the show. Down here in Tampa, Florida, we've had 11 straight days of rain. It's not rained 24/7, but it's rained in the morning, and my lawns are getting pretty high. I think that tomorrow, I'm probably going to mow it at like 7 o'clock at night, because hopefully it'll be dried by then. Okay, here are two of our esteemed professors. We have Easy Street with Jen.
Hey there.
Hello, hello.
And the captain.
Howdy.
Both of you, how are you?
Very good.
Very well.
And here she is, Mrs. Hoppy Hopkins.
Happy Hopkins.
Hello.
Oh, look at her with the MP
Perfect.
back there.
And
looking
the
all
and
80s.
and the blue eyeshadow. Nice.
Oh my God, honey. And
Nice.
and I saw that car. I hope you know that she's okay.
Yeah, she's okay. But we get a trip, so yay.
Aw.
You get a trip to where?
Minnesota and all the states between here and there.
Oh, okay.
That's a haul. Oh my goodness.
You're going
30
up,
hours total.
Yeah.
you're going up to Minnesota, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Take a canoe.
And mosquito repellent. They have really big mosquitoes up there.
Her mother-in-law's.
Oh, okay. Knows it.
So I know that pirate radio will be up here. Hopefully Addie will be up, and we're gonna do it a little different today. And like I said, first of all, the captain is kind of gonna run the show, because when I start talking, because of my surgery for my dentures, my jaw starts hurting. So captain's gonna run the show. I'll still keep the official College of Music Knowledge folder.
Alrighty.
Hi, Rita.
And oh, hello, Miss Rita. And if you don't believe the official College of Rock Knowledge folder, here it is. And what I do is I list every show we have and everybody's response. So, Mrs. Hopkins, so did you find this easy or hard or fun?
It was easy
Yeah.
with the help of Wikipedia. Yeah.
And then, like I said earlier, there was a lot of one-hit wonders.
Oh, it
People
was,
came and went and
flooded.
very fast in the 80s.
And I said before, you know, it's a good thing because some of the songs really stunk. So it's good that they were gone fast.
I love the dynamic contrast between how good and how wretched each year had the song that was just like wow, that's a great song, and like, oh, what the hell was this? I mean, it's just like
Oh,
awesome.
okay. So Easy Street with Jen. Why don't you um, go and say the concept that you had that we're going to follow tonight? Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to do 2 years at a time.
Yeah, we're going to do 2 years at a time. And then to get more audience participation, we thought might be fun is after we give our favorites, since you're not sure what list we're working off of, once we name our favorites, then people in chat can name their favorite of the songs we chose. So we'll give our two, and then we'll step back and look at 1980 and what everyone chose. And then the chat gets to choose their favorite of those.
Well,
So,
those following at home, there's I use the articles from Wikipedia, Billboard #1 hits for each year, and just sort of gather them all together. So that might be kind of a quick way, although it's still kind of hard to, if you don't have the list in front of you, to be able to know all that.
Like
yeah,
me,
and scurry to keep up.
it's like even about then, I started listening to more, more like European and Scandinavian music.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So there was a lot of songs here that I'm saying, I don't remember that song being a #1. I don't even remember that song being good.
I had to look up some of the songs and play them on YouTube.
Yeah, some of them I just didn't know. I mean, it's like, how did
Yeah.
that song?
Yeah.
If it was a #1 song, how did I not hear that or not
Yeah.
recall it?
And as always, the College of Music Knowledge is brought to you by the one and only Waving Buddha.
Lucky cat.
And Waving Buddha, you send him $5 and your problems will be solved.
It's amazing how that works.
And I will give you the address. And also another good thing is what Jen had mentioned about people participating. If you come up with the most participation, oh, hello, Mama Mary. How are you, dear?
Hi, Rita. Hi, Mama Mary.
See you. If you come up with the most responses in chat, you win this valuable prize chosen especially from you, guaranteed to be from the state of Florida, a baby alligator head.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Real
Very nice.
pointy teeth.
Very nice.
And did you guys know a fact about alligators is that all of their force is like biting down.
Mm-hmm.
They can't open their mouths very well. They can jump you down, but they can't get their mouths open.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know something else about alligators?
Oh, they make good belts.
No, their skin's so rough.
What?
Their skin's so rough.
And you know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
The snout.
Yes, a crocodile has a more pointed snout, whereas a alligator has a rounded snout. Now, there's your animal trivia for this evening. What do you get if you get the wrong answer? You really want to know there, Mama? Here you go. You get to dance along to this. And here he is. And here he is, the purveyor of the sinking ship. Mr.
Dun-dun-dun.
The
Are you there, Mr. Kropka?
So we have we have quite a lot of people watching. I want to just see if maybe Addie comes up. Because hopefully she will.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. Oh,
Hey,
my,
Mark.
how you doing?
Fine, Mark. No worries. All right.
There you are.
All right. So we'll start probably in about 4 or 5 minutes. See if anybody
Alrighty.
else wants to come up on the panel. I mean, you know, and even if you want to come up on the panel and and like laugh at us for making our stupid picks, we'll see. Drifter Nomad. Alligator and croc can survive a whole year without one good meal. Yes. Oh, this is very true. This is very true. Oh, true, Drifter. Yes. Yes. Cold-blooded animals. See, not only will you learn music here at the College of Knowledge, you'll also learn facts about alligators and crocodiles.
I don't like spiders and snakes, but that ain't what it takes to love me.
Okay, a quick trivia question. Who sings that song?
I know.
Huh?
I know.
Not ringing a bell.
Anybody else?
It was, I know, same guy that did. And that's why they call it the streak.
No.
Ray
Not Ray Stevens. No.
It wasn't Ray Stevens?
No, his name was Jim Stafford.
Oh, okay. So it was an S name. I was close.
All right.
Total no cigar.
So if anybody comes up, they can join in late. And like I said, Chris is kind of going to be, running it. I'll make a snarky comment on occasion. I'll do my best. Okay, the order, as always, is the captain, followed by Easy Street with Jen, who did many mean things today to me. She made a lot of shorts showing tasty looking hamburger, tasty looking veal.
Oh, nice.
And me, no, it wasn't nice. And me, because I can't chew anything like that, I'm stuck to eating, pudding and, ice cream. I can't eat a tasty hamburger and tasty veal. So I had to suffer.
Sorry.
No, but the food looked so good that I couldn't turn away.
Today I made dip.
Very good.
We had street corn dip that I made homemade, and we had artichoke dip.
Oh, what you say that? And what did you say that? What did you say that you're a dip?
Yes.
Okay.
I had company, so we had little munchy snackies.
And then after Easy Street with Jen, we will be entertained by Mrs. Hoppy Hopkins. And then, unless anybody else joins, bringing up the rear.
Ooh.
Which is good because you don't want to be, behind his boat when it sinks, is Pirate Radio. So let's get this dog and pony show started. Chris, if you will.
All right.
Begin the
To
show.
start off the show. All right.
The Screaming Goat has inaugurated the show.
Bimbo requested that. Al really thought it was funny, so I might have to get one for Al.
Alrighty. Well, I'll go ahead and start the festivities here with
Chris, and remember, it's 2 years.
2 years, yes, with my selections for 1980 and 1981. In 1980, I went with the big hit in October, Bimbo's favorite band, Queen, with Another One Bites the Dust. And it has one of the most immortal bass lines ever.
I will give it that.
And so that was a solid pick. my 1981, it was a lot of ones that were close to each other as far as like the extent to which I liked or disliked them, but went with Blondie's The Tide is High. That's just kind of a cool vibe song. I like it when I hear it. It's just a good jam. So I really,
And
I rarely turn that song away if I hear it.
and even though Blondie got lumped in with being punk rock, they were very experimental with their music.
Right, and new wave, and they were kind of commercial, but they had their own vibe. So
Yeah,
top
yeah.
notch band.
And then they did the song "Rapture" too.
Mm-hmm. That was a hit later on. That was a #1 hit later that year.
Yeah.
So those were my two #1s for the first two.
And does anybody in the chat want to play along after we're done with our Jen? Oh, you explain it.
Yeah. Well, we're each going to give our tops, and then we're going to repeat those, and you can tell us which is your favorite out of our top 5. How many do we have?
And that's how you can win the alligator head.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, whichever ones you agree with most, you put their names in after we go through each round robin of
Or
2
the
years
song.
each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hard rules.
Okay.
Just trying to make it fun and interactive a little bit
Okay.
more. So then my number 1980 favorite was Another Brick in the Wall. And then for 1981, I had to pick Celebration. I mean, it's still popular, it's still hot, and it was a great dance song. It's just a celebration life. I like it.
Very much of its time,
Yeah.
and they were, just had a lot of solid hits throughout the 80s.
Okay, and what band did that song?
Cool in the Gang.
Yep.
My favorite song by Kool and the Gang. It's kind of corny, and it's got even a cornier video. It's called "Misled."
Oh, wow.
If you've never seen it, just the video is just worth watching just because of its corniness. Okay, so next up,
Is Mrs. Hopkins. What were your 1980 and 1981 favorites?
I hope I got these right in the right years.
Okay.
For 1980, I got "Call Me" from Blondie.
Okay. Yeah, that was the big hit. That was in yellow. That was the biggest #1 of the year.
Yeah. And for 1981, I have "Rapture," also
Nice.
from Blondie.
good choices.
Very good choices. And Mark, what was your 1980 and 1981 choices?
For 1981, I have "Crazy Little Thing Called Love" by Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And great song. My band actually plays that song. We just broke it in.
Oh, cool.
Like it, and fun song to play.
Mhm.
From 1981, "Betty Davis Eyes" by Kim Carnes.
Okay, so was the first one from 1980?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, Queen was such a huge band. I knew they were going to have a lot of hits throughout this list. So
And that was from the album "The Game," right?
I believe so. So Bimbo, what were your 1980 and 1981 picks? Alrighty, let's.
Hey, Bimbo?
Hey, Bimbo.
Yeah.
So what?
I'm right.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you're writing? Okay.
We'll give you a moment here.
1980, a one-hit wonder band. They were called Lips Inc. A song called "Funky Town." I want to take you to Funky Town.
I almost picked that one.
Huh?
I almost picked that one.
Yeah, I love that song. I love
It
it.
is a fun song. And it was almost kind
Oh,
of like the
Bopak.
last of the
Hello,
disco.
Mr. Bopak. Bopak, and are you going to be able to come up with some choices, Bopak. Okay, Jen, and explain, you know, the new
Audience
part that we added
participation.
today.
Well, how about you give us your number, your 81, and we'll do
Oh,
it.
As already mentioned by Pirate Radio, she's got Betty Davis eyes. And I remember that I won a karaoke contest with this song. Well, she
Wow.
holds you and she scolds you. See, because I have that kind of deep, raspy kind of voice.
That's right. That's right. So this is where the audience participation comes in. So this is your chance to tell us which of those songs was your favorite of what we picked. For 1980, Chris picked Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. I picked Another Brick in the Wall. Mrs. Hopkins picked Call Me by Blondie. Mark chose Crazy Little Thing by Queen. And Bimbo chose Funky Town. And just throw in the chat what your favorite one of those was. Because we want to know.
Because we care.
See, Bopak, and great minds think alike.
Well, I just listed our songs, so you tell us which of those songs that we picked is your favorite from 1980. Since we're doing year by year. It's not like we're doing an album or anything. Yeah, Mama Mary's got it. Put her down in there. Yeah, Funky Town's great.
Yeah, Bopak's chiming in with Funky Town. I remember there was a South Park episode with the character of Towley was pushing on an ATM machine. It's like,
Towley.
That's it. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the melody to Funky Town.
Well, we were doing the list, Mary, because none of those were top Billboard hits, and that's what we're doing. Billboard
Number
hits.
one Billboard hits for
Number
these.
Because
years.
you could put any song down, but we're doing just Billboard hits, so you kind of got it.
Okay, so
Drifter Nomad's got it. Yeah.
Brick in the
hands
Wall,
down.
great song.
Brick in the Wall. Yeah. Yeah, that was so big, and I was like my junior year in high school when that came out. Another very popular school bus song to sing.
we don't need no education.
I bet kids don't sing on school buses anymore.
You can't
They're
run.
Thought about what if
Well,
we-
they're not even on school buses. They're being chauffeured by mom's taxi.
You
Heaven
can't
forbid.
run the bus unless you sing.
Okay, and Rita put her choice in.
Another Kind of Thing. Which one was
I
that?
don't even know who did that. Another Brick in the Wall. All right, so I guess we're kind of lost, but that's all right.
Well, maybe we'll have a go around here for 1982 and
Yeah,
1983.
1981, the song choices are, tell us which one of these songs is your favorite. The Tide is High, Chris picked that one. I picked Celebration. Mrs. Hopkins picked Rapture. Mark picked Betty Davis Eyes, as did Bimbo. So you just tell us which one of those 5 songs was your favorite. 4, sorry. Tide is High, Celebration, Rapture, or Betty Davis Eyes. Maybe
Yeah.
it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the list we're working off of.
Yeah, I wish there was a way we
So-
could post the list that we're working
It would have
from.
been better if we could share with them.
And Mama Mary says, love any track from the wall. There's a lot of songs on the wall that are obscure,
Mhm.
never got any radio play, that are just fantastic.
Mhm.
In the flesh.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Sharon, you got it.
Okay, so
Celebration.
Sharon,
Rita said Celebration.
all right, Sharon, good job. Thanks
Yeah,
for playing, everybody. You're all doing wonderful, and I guess everybody wants to vie for that alligator head.
That's right.
There we go. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and crank in with 1982 and 1983. Went back and forth, but I had to go with "I Love Rock and Roll" by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. That was the #1 hit from back March 20th to May the 1st of 1982. That was such a smash hit.
And does anybody know what band she was in before? Oh, she was in with Lita Ford and Sherry Curry.
The Runaways.
That's correct.
Oh, very good, Hoppy. Very good.
Wow. The junior member knows the answer.
Yes.
Good job. I did not know that myself.
And my 1983 pick, David Bowie's "Let's Dance." That was a great cut from that year.
Let's not.
I hear a dissenting voice. But alrighty.
What was your 82?
Eight,
Sorry.
I Love Rock and Roll and Let's Dance.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Bopag. Yeah. Joan Jett. I've got 3 of her albums and the Greatest Hits album.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and pass the baton to
Jen?
Easy Street. Yep.
So my 1982 song is also "I Love Rock and Roll," and then for 1983, I'm picking Billie Jean because I won a dance contest to it. So
And you know who played lead guitar on that, right?
yes, Eddie Van Halen.
Huh?
Eddie Van Halen,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what?
And let me just say, Billie Jean was knocked off the charts by "Come On, Eileen."
Oh, and that's Dexy's Midnight Runners.
That's correct.
Yeah, which was then run off the charts by "Beat It," which was then run off the chart by "Let's Dance," which was then run off the chart, believe it or not, by "Flashdance."
Oh
What a
God!
feeling.
Oh God! You don't
That movie was such a huge hit that year.
So,
I hated that movie. God.
it gets worse though. 89 was terrible. 88,
Yeah.
89, oh my gosh. Every week it was a new hit being
Yeah.
knocked off by another terrible song.
Okay, so who's next?
Alrighty. Next off, Mrs. Hopkins, your number 1982 and 1983 #1 hits.
All right. My 1982 is Abracadabra, the Steve Miller Band.
Alrighty.
Great song.
A lot of FM radio airplay. Yeah. Steve Miller.
Yeah. My 1983 is Down Under, Men at Work.
Oh, that was my runner-up for 83. Yeah, it's a great song.
That was my first album that wasn't like a kid album.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
The first album I ever bought was also by an Australian band. It was AC/DC's "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap" in vinyl. It's one of the few pieces of vinyl I bought.
the first album that I ever bought was Rolling Stones' "Sticky Fingers," and it was, it had a zipper that actually worked.
Mm-hmm.
If you have one of those albums now, they're worth quite decent amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
The first album I ever bought was The Who, Quadrophenia.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, chat, chime in. Tell us your first album, please.
Yeah, okay. What's the first album that you ever bought with
That
your
you-
own money?
Let's see, Bopok's putting a shout out both for Let's Dance and Men at Work. Mark, what was your number 1982, 1983 #1 hits?
For 1982, I chose Steve Miller's Abracadabra.
Mm-hmm.
For 1983, I chose by the Police, Every Breath You Take. Every
Nice.
breath you take, I'll be watching you.
I remember.
We did a police show a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sting was always appalled that people wrote in and told him that was like their song, like that person and their significant partner's favorite song or the song about their relationship. And he was thinking, man, this is a song about, uh, possession and voyeurism and trying to control people. He was kind of appalled, but
And then Drifter Nomad writes 1983 Billy Idol Rebel Yell. That is so fantastic. I did not know that. Oh, that only ranked up to 6. Wow. And Billy Idol's first band. Let's see who knows the name of Billy Idol's first band. Who knows it? Anybody?
it's the Generation X.
Very good, Captain. Very good.
Wow.
I'll take British rock for 800, Alex.
How you doing, Drifter Nomad? Good to see you.
I think we're up to Bimbo's 1982 and 1983 picks. I'll give you a moment to write.
1982. I hate joining the crowd, but I love rock and roll. Just because, okay, but that was by far not her best song. I like the song, "Don't Put Another Dime in the Jukebox." I don't want to hear that song no more.
Yeah.
And 1983, as previously mentioned by Easy Streets, was the disheveled band from Ireland, Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Oh.
Come on, honey.
Hmm.
I kind of like the video though. The video was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so give us your top favorites of our choices, audience. 1982. Chris put "I Love Rock and Roll." I did as well. "Abracadabra" was chosen by Mrs. Hopkins and Mark. And Bimbo chose "I Love Rock and Roll."
So, there's no redundancy in this show, huh?
Yeah. So, which did you like better? "I Love Rock and Roll" or "Abracadabra"? We want to know.
Popak likes the
And
song.
then 1983, Chris chose "Let's Dance." "Billie Jean" was chosen by me. "Every Breath You Take" by Mark, and "Come On Eileen" by Miss Bimbo. Yeah, "Abracadabra" would have been my second choice, definitely.
Okay, yeah, because Hoppy in 1983 liked, "We Are the Men Down Under."
Yeah.
Yeah. So 83, Chris was "Let's Dance." I was "Billie Jean," "Down Under," "Every Breath You Take," and "Come On Island." Yep.
Sharon liked "Abracadabra."
Wow.
Rita.
Wow.
Sharon likes "Every Breath You Take." That was a great song.
I mean, we all had a different pick on that one.
Okay, good job. Good job.
All right.
All righty, we'll go ahead and forge ahead here with 1984 and 1985. This one's probably, I don't know if anybody else will have this as their number one, but my number one for 1984 was Yes's "Owner of a Lonely Heart."
Oh, Christ, no.
It was a good song. It kind of proved that Yes could write a pop song if they wanted
Yeah.
to. And it was probably a high point in the Trevor Rabin era of the band. I mean, Steve Howe is an amazing guitarist. I still think of him as the guitarist for Yes. But that was an interesting sojourn. It's a very wildly different guitar tone and phrasing, but that was a great song.
Well, okay, and now I will give it credit. I will give you credit because that is far better than the worst Yes album ever created was "Tales from a Topographical Ocean."
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh my God. Every song was one side.
Each song was 20 minutes.
I hated that.
Oh man, it was like, well, the first track was the strongest.
Oh,
Dawn and the
that
light
was probably
line
John
between the
Anderson.
silence and soul
Yeah, that was
sources.
probably John Anderson who.
Right. I mean, I'm sure everybody that listened to that album just took a huge toke at the beginning of that song.
Okay, and
Perfect.
we
Except for
are,
you.
Except for
and
me.
we are great
Except for you and
No.
Bimbo.
No, the worst Yes album was Union. That
Yeah.
was a hackneyed effort.
Yeah.
Back when I would go to this used CD place, certain albums there would be like a whole bunch of copies of. There must have been always 10 or 12 copies of Union that people bought, listened to once or twice, and then just returned it to the store. This is terrible.
Okay. Okay, because you guys know my record store friend Patrick. We were once talking about ELP, and like he said, we were talking about ELP, and I guess he had so many copies of that Love Beach that he was going to give it to me for nothing. I said, no.
Yeah,
It's probably popular
yeah.
in Florida, right?
that was their
Okay, so
off album. I need to give you my 1985. This was very emblematic of the era. It was definitely a one-hit wonder band. Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me, and it was
this song I kind of like.
and it was tied in with the Breakfast Club, and it was very much of its time and of its moment. It's
Don't you?
forget about me.
And there was a lot of those like duo bands.
Mhm.
Too.
Oh, well, towards the end,
Tears
we
for
get nothing but
Fears.
fake music with Milli Vanilli, right? Like they
Mhm.
dominated 87, 88, 89, I think. So,
Yeah.
so my 84 is When Doves Cry from Purple Rain. And then 1985, I had to give a shout out to Madonna, Like a Virgin. I mean, I know, I'm sorry. It's iconic. And she can't sing. I know that too.
Oh, Mark, what is Grandpa? Oh, did he make an appearance?
Yeah, Grandpa got upset with that one. And he mentioned the word Madonna. He gets upset.
Actually, what I like is Weird Al's version, Like a Surgeon.
Yes, yes. Leo, the way this is, we're doing only the top Billboard hits. of
Billboard
each
number
year.
one hits for
Yeah,
each year,
number
like our
one
favorite
hits.
number one hits.
So, and
Pop, rock, whatever
Yeah.
the genre is. I mean, it's kind of like
it's whatever was number one. So that's kind of
The
how
big
we
hits.
narrowed it down a
so.
little bit. So,
All right, so Mrs. Hopkins, what was your 1984 or 1985 picks?
All right, my 1984 was The Reflex by Duran Duran.
Nice.
Love that song.
Yes.
Flex.
Maybe we could do one of their shows.
Yeah, because they have a song that they actually wrote about me. No, they did.
Barbarella.
Oh yeah, Electric Barbarella.
Bopot, believe it or not, Cyndi Lauper really didn't have that many hits in the 80s.
Not
We're on number
not
one Billboard.
no number one hits, but she had several.
Yeah.
Top 40.
Okay. Hoppy. So, okay. So, what were your picks there, Hoppy?
1984 was The Reflex by Duran Duran.
And your 1985 pick?
My 1985 is Careless Whisper, Wham.
Guilty pleasure. Nice.
Yeah.
And now, there's a South African band called Caesar that does a fantastic cover version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Yep.
heard it, Mrs. Hopkins?
Yeah. Like it too. Yeah.
That's really good. And that's a song that, it's got a possibility that it could really stink. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Mark, what was your 1984 1985 combo?
You know what I thought really stank? Metallica, they had a tribute to Elton John and Bernie Taupin, the Gershwin Awards, I think it was.
Hmm.
Metallica did their version of Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies, Love Bleeds in My Hand.
Hmm.
And they just ruined the song. They just ripped it apart. Well, Elton and Bernie pretended like they liked it, but I don't know how anybody could like it. They just did a rotten version. Have a listen to it, and
And so I guess if somebody say if I was to request that on pirate radio, what's the chance of it getting played? Or
I'll play it just to compare it. And
no, because if it's that bad, I trust your judgment about music.
Well,
So-
when a song is truly bad, then that becomes a challenge. Like, you want to hear something bad, hear this. I don't want to hear something bad. Oh, but this is really bad.
Okay, okay, just listen to any of my cover versions and you'll get the idea.
I should play some of your stuff on pirate radio.
You should.
Okay, I will sometime.
Okay, Mark. So what's your 84?
Oh yeah, but back to this.
84 and 85.
84, I chose by Kenny Loggins, Footloose.
Oh,
That's a bouncy song, man. It just,
oh.
it's an earworm.
Out of my choices for that year, like I really think this song kind of is not my favorite song in real life. Don't tell anybody, but I chose it anyways because it was probably one of the better songs out of that year.
Mhm.
So I chose it. For 1985, I chose another song I don't really like that much, but you got to give it credit because it is a good song by a really good artist, which is Mark Knopfler and Money for Nothing.
Mhm.
Okay. Great song.
Classic.
Yeah, it says
Classic
back there,
MTV.
I want my MTV.
Yes.
That has got to be my least favorite Dire Straits album ever.
Yeah,
It had some hits, though.
yeah, it did.
It did, but
Alrighty, Bimbo, your 1984 and 1985 number ones.
okay. Well, seeing how it's my show, I cheated.
Okay.
So 1984, I picked two.
Okay.
A beautiful song, Time After Time. And you know what's funny? The guy Seth MacFarlane, who does the voices for
Dewey.
Family Guy, Stewie, and Peter Griffin. He was on the Graham Norton Show, which is a English show, and he did. I think it was Stewie voice singing, "If you fall, I will catch you, time after time." It's just hysterical.
Yeah.
And When Doves Cry, I just love that song. I think that's one of Prince's best. That or Little Red Corvette. But he had so many good hits, it's hard to narrow it down to one. Okay, so Sharon Lake, Kenny Loggins. Okay.
Yeah. So what was your 85, Bimbo?
My 1985 was another Duran Duran, following in Hoppy's train of thought, was A View to a Kill, which is of the last James Bond movie that Roger Moore was in that was any good. And it was great because you had Christopher Walken as the bad guy. And and no matter what he's in, he's just psychotic. He doesn't even need to act, and he's psychotic. And it also had Grace Jones in it, and that was a good movie. And what do you think about it, Hoppy? Oh, did you like A View to a Kill?
I still haven't seen it. I like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From A View to a Kill. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. So for 1984, tell us your favorite in the chat. 1984, Chris said he liked Owner of a Lonely Heart. I said When Doves Cry, also mentioned by Bimbo as a backup faith. Reflex was Mrs. Hopkins. Footloose by Mark, and Time After Time. So, which was your favorite out of those for 1984? Ooh, Rita's on the ball. She's got When Doves Cry for 84 and Money for Nothing for 85. Again, the 85 list was Don't You Forget About Me, Like a Virgin, Careless Whisper, Money for Nothing, or View to a Kill. Yes.
And you know what I think turned me off about Money for Nothing was that stupid animation with the blockheads. Usually I find stuff like that funny. Oh, but after 30 seconds of that was just annoying as fuck. Sorry.
Computer graphics. It was the new thing back in the day.
Yeah. Okay, good. We're getting a lot of. Okay, that's good. We're getting a lot of
Feedback.
from the chat, so that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, so okay, wait, because Leah.
1984.
Money for Nothing. Oh, with the blockheads. And Bopak like, Careless Whisper. Okay. Now here's a Wham trivia question. Everybody knows George Michael. Who was the other guy singing with him?
Andrew Ridgely.
And what?
Wow.
Oh, very good, Hoppy. And what did he become after Wham broke up?
That I don't know. Was he a teacher?
Did he go into politics?
No. He became a Formula One race car driver.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Never would have guessed that.
No.
That's nuts.
We got to install microwave ovens. I mean, the song's not that bad. I just can't stand those graphics.
Yeah, it was very much of its time, very Atari 2600-esque, which is a feature or a bug depending on your perspective. But I'm going to go in with my 1986 and 1987 picks. For 1986, had to go with the iconic song, iconic video, Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. I just love the intro. I had a friend of mine who had that as their intro, logging in intro on their Mac at the time. But that's an awesome song. The next year was a tougher year for me. I was really kind of digging around, it surprised me. I went with a band that I'm not as crazy about, U2. I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Oh,
It is a well-crafted song.
yeah.
But no, that was a tough year. That year had multiple Whitney Houston number ones. When at work, if somebody complains about something, I'll say, I'll play the song of Great Lamentation, and it'll be Whitney Houston's "Didn't We Almost Have It All."
Oh God. And now, you know what I liked about Peter Gabriel in that era. He did a lot of good songs, like the song about Stephen Biko or Biko, the South African guy. He did a lot of songs that were very un-Genesis.
He had some great ideas too. He did a German version of Shock the Monkey.
Yeah, Games Without Frontiers. That song I love. Games Without Frontiers.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting artist. So, Jen, what was your 1986 and 1987 favorites?
I messed my list up, so let me look at your 87s real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So my 86 is Kiss by Prince. And I also liked Rock Me Amadeus, which was a really good movie, Amadeus. And Bopak, for reference, Cyndi Lauper's True Colors. It did chart in 86 on October 25th and November 1st. but it was kicked out by Amanda by Boston of all songs.
Oh,
I
oh,
know. I know.
okay. And I have not mentioned this, but that's another band that the College of Rock Knowledge will never do a show about.
A pity because they have such a brief discography. It'd be easy prep work.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, yeah. and-
Tom Schultz would put out an album once every 8 or 9 years, whether he needed to or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody said that he was such a whiz. I didn't think it was all that great.
The tone that of each instrument was he sort of meticulously poured over, and it had to sound a certain way, and it was very well crafted.
To me, that's like bordering on like psychosis.
He had a vision, man.
Yeah. And
Tom
then it
Schultz.
was high.
Oh, are we talking about Tom Schultz
Yeah.
from Boston?
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh yeah, very talented person. He did have a vision, and that first Boston album. I don't know.
The first one was listenable too. It had some good hits.
It was nothing but hits. There was every song on that album was pretty much a hit.
I agree.
Foreplay, Long Time, iconic.
Smoking.
Smoking feels alright, mama. I'm not joking.
Okay, so who's up next?
Well, my 87 is La Bamba. Could get some flavor in there.
Yeah, I forgot about that song. Yeah. Los Lobos.
And my favorite song by Los Lobos is "Will the Wolf Survive?"
Cool.
I love that song. Okay.
All righty. Mrs. Hopkins, what was your 1986 and 1987 number one favorites?
86, Venus by Bananarama.
The goddess on the mountaintop. Okay, who knows who sang the original in 1968?
We were talking about it not too long ago.
Shocking Blue.
Yes. And Bananarama had a lot of good songs too that I liked. Okay, and your 87, honey?
My number, from 87 is I Just Can't Stop Loving You by Michael Jackson and Saida Garrett.
I didn't know he did duets or mini duets.
He did.
He did?
Oh yeah.
Oh, do I have to write that? Oh, can't you come up with something else?
That's all I had there.
I mean, Michael Jackson, it'd be hard to. He was the biggest artist of the 80s.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh,
You didn't hear it all the time like all the other songs.
Okay, Hoppy. And so what I'm putting for your 1987 is Some Piece of Crap. No, I'll write it in.
Oh, and by the way, Mama B would love La Bamba too.
Gotta be Mama B.
Hi, Mama B.
And so did Mama B ever dance to La Bamba?
Yeah, we heard that song the other day too. We listened to Pandora a lot on TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All righty, Mark, what was your favorite 1986 and 1987 tunes?
Okay, in 1986, I chose the song True Colors. Why? I do not know. But yeah, I thought it was an okay song, and out of my choices there, I think that
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty good. For my 1987 song, I chose With or Without You.
Another pick from you too.
Yeah, I don't really like U2 very much. I find their music very repetitious and kind of not even there sometimes. I think it's like background ambience music. But anyways, regardless, I thought a few of their melodies are pretty interesting and catch my ear. And this is one of them, With or Without You.
Oh, okay. So what song was it, Mark?
With or Without You?
Oh,
That reminds. I told that story.
Okay. Alrighty, number 1986 and 1987 for Bimbo. Give Bimbo a chance to write down that previous song.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Branson Captain.
Yeah, we're at 1986 and 1987. Bimbo is
okay.
kind of following
1986. Once again, I cheated. I have Mrs. Hoppy's Venus. Just because I love, singing, "The goddess on the mountain top," and also, how we got so smooth by one song, I have no idea. Robert Palmer's "Addicted to Love."
Oh,
Classic.
But you can still watch that video, and it's just great because all those, like monoclad girls just did the same. That was a ingenious video. Whereas some of them, they really suck. That was just so plain, but it was so ingenious how it was done.
yeah.
That's my opinion, and it's the correct one. That's all you need to know about.
Well, the 80s, some of the best videos were the ones that were based on a pretty simple concept, and that
Yeah.
was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple look, simple concept.
All right.
I mean, because Robert Palmer had some fast songs, but he had never played anything like that.
Mhm.
And then after that, he did the Power Station.
The side project band.
Do you remember the stuff from Robert Palmer? Sailing Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember those older songs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty good. I really liked them.
They were. He was good. Okay, but he wasn't like that.
That was before he became really well established, but that was In the Alley with Sally was definitely a high point of his early career.
Yeah, I thought some of his better stuff. I didn't really like his later stuff, like Addicted to Love and whatever else he came out with.
He was more pop oriented for sure.
And then they did a version of Bang a Gong. And that was
Yep.
from the Power Station album.
Yeah.
Which that's a song that you really didn't need to make a cover version of.
We do a version of Bang a Gong, or my band, I believe it or not, and it's okay. I mean, crowd likes it.
Get it on, bang a gong, get it on.
Yeah, Bopop mentioned Sledgehammer. Now, if you want a good cover of Sledgehammer, Liz Day Funk Fest on Camp G May's channel. Go
Oh, really?
check her out.
Oh, really?
She did an amazing funk version of Sledgehammer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What-
And Jen, do you know if G May's doing anything tomorrow? I haven't seen. I haven't looked.
Saturday, I think.
Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday's open mic, yes.
Well, then I'll go up and because I still can't, go because I still haven't hooked up any of my brand new stuff yet because I've been dealing.
Oh, and he's taking video submissions for the 2024 Jammy Awards.
Yeah, I know.
So get your video submissions over to Camp G May.
Oh, I didn't
All
know.
you musicians, and you could qualify for a Jammy Award this year.
I mean, because I'll just send them my version of Poke Down Danny.
There you go.
There you go.
I got
We
one.
might coordinate with Wes, make sure he's not sending that one, but yeah. but I doubt it because he has, like a 5-minute stoner mushroom high song he'll probably submit.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so who's next?
well, we were going to let the
Panel
audience
with
vote.
audience.
Oh wait, my
We haven't done our.
my 1987.
What is your 1987?
You,
Number one.
Addicted to Love, she said.
No, I did both in the same year. 1987 was a classic one-hit wonder song. And I can't think of another song this band ever did. Whoa, I just died in your arms tonight.
Oh God.
That's a yucky
Love
song,
that
man.
song.
It's pain.
Ugh.
Huh?
You're getting outvoted here, but
No, it's
By a
terrible.
band called Cutting Crew. And you can't find anything about them. I mean, you can watch the video.
I still like it.
Yeah, see, Hoppy knows good music.
See, I would pick
Or at least a
Terrence
guilty
Trent
pleasure.
D'Arby over that. That's all right. All right, so
All right.
audience gets to choose now. So for 1986 audience, what is your favorite? Cyndi Lauper's True Colors, Sledgehammer, Kiss, Venus, True Colors, or Venus?
Captain, and was Bon Jovi Living on a Prayer a number one hit?
it was.
For a week.
Yeah, it was it kind of came and went, but when let's see,
It was 89. No, that was Sweet Child of Mine.
maybe 88. I incorrectly listed 88 as 98, but no, it's 88. Let's see.
I'll Be There For You, Bon Jovi. That was 89. Bad Medicine, that was 88.
No, they were not in my top echelon of bands.
Poison swept the last few weeks of 88 and most of 89. But okay, so the audience has Venus and Addicted to Love.
Good choice there, Miss Sharon. You know what? Just because you went with me on that one, you have already won the prize.
Right.
Alligator head.
Sharon is
So
There you
sweeping it.
go.
especially for you.
So for 1987, your music song choices are I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, La Bamba, I Just Can't Stop Loving You, With or Without You, or I Died in Your Arms Tonight.
I'm still going with Cutting Crew, whether people like it or not.
So show us your favorite from 87, top 100 hit. And like 87, 88, 89, I mean, barely anything stayed on the chart
Those
for
were
a
tough
week.
years, yeah, for picking the favorites.
No, come on. 1988 has one of my all-time favorite songs ever in recorded music history. But we'll get to that.
We might be on the same page on that. So
Rita's liking Kiss and La Bamba as well. Love it, love it.
All right, good job.
alrighty,
La Bamba was just fun.
I'll go ahead and forge ahead with my 1988 and 1989 songs.
Okay, Chris, because this is it, right?
Yep, the last
is
2
it.
years of the decade. Number one song back in September the 10th and September the 17th of 1988. Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine," and my song. The 1989 was the toughest year for me, but I went with Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Yeah.
I liked that song just because he did so much name dropping.
Oh, he managed to squeeze in like 3 decades worth of
Yeah.
references.
Yeah, and then he was talking about the Belgians in the Congo, and
Yeah. Rosenberg's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Panmunjom,
yeah.
Brando,
And
King and I.
do you know that Appetite for Destruction had been out for like 8 months until it like caught fire. It had been out for quite a while.
Yeah.
What was your 1988, Chris?
Was Sweet Child of Mine, and my 89 was We Didn't Start the Fire. The chorus is interesting too. We didn't start the fire; it was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. It's sort of like, this aging baby boomer looking back over the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and saying, don't blame us for the terrible things that happened. We tried to make it better.
And like that song was so un-Billy Joelish too.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, the pacing of the song, and again, working in that many references in one song to different cultural events is kind of like dizzying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
my 1988 was Wild Wild West. Wild West.
Love
And
the song.
in 1989, of course, my song is Bat Dance.
Oh. Nothing better than props in a show.
That's right. That's right.
Wild West. And okay, and what band sang that song?
Bat Dance Prince.
No, Wild Wild West.
Oh, that was the Escape Club.
Yes, another one-hit wonder. Even though they released like 3 albums, nothing else charted to anything.
Yeah, and Bat Dance knocked out Toy Soldiers by Martika.
What? I never heard of that.
Yeah, you would know it if you heard it.
Oh,
And she was on for 2 weeks, and then he hit. But then Bat Dance got knocked off by Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting for You.
Oh,
at least 1988 gave us the immortal classic "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
oh God, that's even worse than.
I'm gonna slap your face, gonna kick and punch, gonna keep on slapping.
All right. So who's the next victim?
Mrs. Hopkins, your favorite 1988 and 1989 #1 hits.
Okay, 88, Father Figure, George Michael.
Okay.
And 89, Cold Hearted, Paula Abdul.
Oh wow, first time she's been mentioned tonight.
Yeah.
She had a lot of hits.
She didn't.
And what team was she a cheerleader for?
Lakers, of course.
Well, not everybody knows that, Brainiac. I'm sorry that you have a 197 IQ.
No, not at all.
Knew it was LA, but I didn't know which team.
Got a third of that.
Oh, and after this, Rich New Design is on. So after our show, Jen dropped the link, and we can all like do a firebomb on Wes.
Alrighty, Mark, your favorite 1988 and 1989 #1 songs.
Well, since you mentioned the Appetite for Destruction songs, which I didn't notice, I would have chosen that, but I didn't. For my 1988 song, I chose Don't Worry, Be Happy.
God, that was so your worm of the decade.
Of course you did.
Like
because
he's talking about things that you should be worried about. Like
Mark,
you're about to be kicked out of your apartment.
Mark.
Yeah.
Can I please hear Grandpa pass gas again? I'd rather hear that than that song.
Hold on, all I have to do is pull his finger. Wait a minute.
Oh God.
Hold on. He'll be here in a second. Just give him a
That
second.
has to be one of my most disliked songs in the history of human recording.
Well, Mark does like Loverboy, so I kind of expected it.
Goes to show, yeah. Two colors are shining.
So, what was your favorite 1989 song?
Oh, I do have one. It is "Rock On" by Michael Damian.
Yeah, that got a lot of airplay.
Which is funny because he was a soap opera
Rock On, Michael
star.
Damian.
Yes,
I've
he
never
covered
heard
it.
that song. I've never
He
heard
covered it. Rock
There you-
on my soul.
Here's your request, Bimbo.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Good show, Grandpa.
So now I guess I don't worry. I can be happy.
And finally, Bimbo, your 1988 and 1989 #1 Billboard hits.
Okay, and once again I cheated because it's my show, so I can make the rules as I go along. 1988, and I bought this album thinking it was going to be so good, and it was just fair. It was called The Hard Line, according to Terence Trent D'Arby, the song Wishing Well. That song is really good, but the rest of the album really is not all that great. But I love that song. I
Yeah.
love that song. And 1988, come on, you know what, you love it. No, 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 no. If you don't know what that is, watch one of my damn videos.
Yeah.
You watch it,
better.
and they make the tally marks. And you're like, no, 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 no,
And
no.
and
No,
and I think
no.
I counted it, and it was like 70 times I said no.
Better than the original.
Of course, I did tally marks to count out how many Nas were in "Love and Touch and Squeezing" by Journey.
Yeah. Na 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 na. Oh God.
You're welcome.
Mark, can I hear Grandpa again? Just because I had to sing a Journey song.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Grandpa, get over here, please. Okay, Grandpa, pull down your pants for this one, because you know the
Okay, and so my last song, 1989. Yeah, like I said, 1989 was a hard year. But band that I love, and they only released 2 albums, believe it or not, and it's really a shame. Fine Young Cannibals, a song called "Good Thing."
See, the Milli Vanilli songs didn't make anybody's list. I don't know why. They had 2 #1 hits this year.
Oh,
They
shit.
weren't Millie nor Vanilli.
Grandpa, what did you think of the Manili Vanilli song? Oh, okay.
See, we can always count on Grandpa's wisdom.
We are 14.
I have a message to Grandpa right there in the chat.
You do?
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. He's got I think he has the hots for Mama B, so.
Oh no.
Now telling me banana. And telling me banana, and I want to go home.
All right, we got to see what everybody's pick is for
What-
1988.
88 and 89. Submit your
88 was your
Yes.
choices are Sweet Child of Mine, Wild Wild West, Father Figure, Don't Worry, Be Happy, or Wishing Well, and Dirty Diana. I think, Bimbo, you picked 2.
Yes, because I can.
And then, so you have a pretty good spread there to choose from. Then 1989 is We Didn't Start the Fire, Bat Dance, Straight Up. Was that right, Mrs. Hopkins? Paula Abdul? Because she had 2 hits that year. Rock On by Damien, what's his name?
Damien,
Folk actor.
Michael Damien.
And Dirty Diana, I'm sorry, Good Thing was the other choice for 89.
Actually, his real rock and roll name is Michael Sphincter Winkter.
Yeah, I forget which soap opera he played on, but my grandmother would watch it. And I had totally forgotten who he was or the song. I had to play
Michael
it on.
Sphincter Winkter played on a soap opera.
Yeah.
Damn.
I understand he played harmonica as well.
Rita's coming in with Don't Worry, Be Happy and Didn't Start the Fire.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Straight Up and Marquita's, yeah. Toy Soldier from Drifter to Nomad. So, yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, and then there's Grandpa's input.
Output.
Grandpa, don't worry, be happy. You didn't shart yourself.
So far, so good.
Yeah, Bopop chose Come Mr. Tallyman, Tally Me Banana.
I don't know, but Grandpa sounds kind of moist.
Okay, I know Bopop knows who sang that song. I know who sang. I know
What?
Chris knows.
What?
So who sang "Tally Me Banana"? Daylight come and we want to go home.
C.W. McCall.
Close, so close.
I don't know. I really don't know, and I do not care whether I know or not.
Harry Belafonte.
Yeah,
Really?
Harry
Yeah,
Belafonte.
that was one of his
Yeah.
early hits.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
on Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on
Yeah.
Beetlejuice too.
Okay, yeah, that I know.
So
And
tied right back to the 80s.
speaking of Beetlejuice, I hope that the new Beetlejuice movie is good. I hope that it's not one of those, sequels that, okay. It better be damn good, Tim Burton. Jesus.
What was
Yeah.
left unresolved with the original Beetlejuice that they had to make it again? I guess the unresolved need to make more money out of a franchise, but
That'll do it.
Mhm.
So, Jen, and did you drop
Yes, I did.
Rich New Designs link? Okay.
I certainly did. I will again.
I'm gonna close this up early because, like I said, my jaw hurts because I got this not extremely painful, but this throb that runs from my jaw up to the side of my head, and I want to thank the captain for taking me over. You did an outstanding job,
thank you.
as I knew you would. Well, as Jen said that you would. Because I kind of had my doubts. So I want to thank everybody who participated. I think this was a kind of good spin on it that Easy Street had about changing the format a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little harder since we're not doing a straight band. So
Okay, and so what did you want to do? 1960s?
please,
Yeah, that's going to be more in our wheelhouse.
1960.
1960 to 1969.
Mrs. Hopkins is dying though. No, you know a lot a songs.
You know a lot of those. You grew up listening to
Well,
songs.
I
in the
know. I
60s.
like that style. I have a question.
Yeah.
The title before Bimbo Goes, does she have to change it?
Yeah, she does need
Yeah,
to change
it's
it.
it's still we're still at Wednesday's low and highs of the week.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, I see that. Oh, okay. Good.
I meant to say when we got in, but I totally forgot. So I
Thank you,
apologize.
Poppy.
Whoopsie.
And I think I just came to a decision. Pirate Radio is going to sail tonight too. If
Oh,
anybody wants
good.
Oh,
different?
and okay, because I'm awake, and I'll definitely be able to come on there. Mark,
Okay.
like I said, I'm not gonna, too much. I'll do too much yakking.
You do as much as you want, Bimbo.
Well, I'll do what I can, and maybe if you want to have, the Branson captain come up, and maybe he can help you.
The Branson Captain, Cowboy. That's what we should call him. Coming into town on his horse.
Okay, Rhinestone Cowboy. That was by no,
Oh, Dolly Parton.
Glenn Campbell, I think.
Ben Campbell wrote it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Wichita Lineman. Yeah, he had some good songs.
That
It's
was early.
still-
That was out in 1960s. Wichita Lineman. That was early 60s. Because I was in kindergarten, first grade. Because I used to sing to that song. And I'd set the album up on a chair because it was one of those photographs that no matter where you were in the room, it looked like he was looking at you. So I would sing to him and he would watch me as I strolled around the room.
Did he ever say anything to you?
No, I never did. I didn't take the right meds then.
Oh,
Okay, and as I always do, in closing, I want to thank the entire panel for coming up. I want to thank everybody who participated in chat. You all did great. Like I said, this was a good idea. Rita, is that a challenge? Are you challenging Bimbo Barbarella to rank Branson captain?
I think it's a double dog dare you challenge.
oh wow.
Sounds
If
like
you
a good idea.
putting that tongue on that metal pole in the winter. I can't get stuck on my tongue.
You know, Leah's always in for a good dare too.
Okay. Okay. So again, like I said, I want to thank everybody for coming up, spending a couple hours with us. Hopefully having some fun. Hopefully learning something, which you probably didn't do. Or no, trust me, you didn't come here to learn. I don't know. Maybe you learned something. I don't know.
Maybe.
If you're not careful.
Yeah, if you're not careful, you'll learn something. Okay, Pirate Radio. So what time are you going on? Okay, because I'm going to go over to Rich. I'm going to go over to Rich New Design, and everybody who doesn't follow him should go over and just watch a certified crazy person at work because he's always funny as hell. So, thanks again, everybody. So we're going to do 60s to 68 or 69.
60, 69. Yeah.
I don't have a date yet because of my pending
Surgery.
denture stuff coming up, and I will let everybody know. Thanks again, everybody, and I enjoyed having you. And I am actually very surprised that Cat Daddy did not make an appearance. No, because I told him. Because I told him, that this is very important to me because I have people from all over the world watching me. You know, little
Jen said she can't wait to get her prize.
yeah. Oh, it's coming. It's or if you want, you can come here to Tampa and you can go out and get your own, and that's probably even more fun to go out and get your own gator head.
I forgot to tell you kind of an amusing story about like the Bimbo Express mail. You know how it works? Like it takes 5 days for a postcard to get
Right.
from you to me. I ordered something off of Walmart.com, some like medication, and they sent it to your city.
Not to your address, but to your city.
To your city.
To some random person.
Yes.
How did
And
that
then now Walmart's telling me to update my address. I'm like, talk to the post office. I'm like,
That's
that's really
crazy.
bad.
Okay. See, and now Rita said, why not continue with the years
Concurrent.
concurrently?
We know so little
we
about
skipped
90 to
60s.
99. We started with the 70s, then we went to the 80s. So we're going to go back to the 60s because our knowledge of the 90s and the 2000s are for music.
What did we
is
buy? Buck
minimal.
Cherry,
Oh, see,
Uh,
but
And these are all
Squirrel
bands
Nut
that
Zippers, and what's her name?
all those
we
bands
had?
have retro sounds. So we're
Yeah.
stuck in the
Yeah.
60s to 70s era.
yeah, see,
Even the 80s was a stretch for us.
and like
Or Fiona
that
Apple,
time,
we liked
and like
Fiona
that time, musically, I was listening to mostly everything from Europe. I wasn't listening to American music.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it was
Oh.
rough.
Mrs.
Oh,
Hopkins,
Blue.
what years did most of your music was a part of? Would you
80s
say?
and 90s. I was like, who the hell are these people in the 2000s?
Yeah, really.
Hmm.
Yeah, you would be much more familiar with the 90s artists than we would be. We'll be scratching our heads like, who's this person?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think most of us relate more to the 60s too.
But rest assured, we probably won't do a 50s show. That's a little
Oh,
too far
hell
back even
no.
for us.
No.
Perry Como, Frank
I could do it.
Sinatra.
I could do it.
Or then bring in the Mills Brothers and do Glowworm.
Oh, there you go.
All right, guys. Well, let's call it a night. Again, thank you everybody for participating. I know that everybody on the panel had a good time, thanks to you. So everybody give the panel a little golf clap. Do it. I want to see your hands hopping.
Oh, the chat did a great job too.
Yes, they
So,
did.
Love their contributions. So
Oh, and Blue says that she hears a lot of 50s music when they go to car shows. Yeah, the 90s had some decent songs. Oh, Drifter, yeah. See, but I was not a part of like the whole grunge thing. That was terrible to me. Oh, there was one grunge band that I liked, and they only made one album. It was made by oh my God, the Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl. He did one album, and the name of the album and the band was called Probot. Like robot, but like Probot. If you can find that, that is really, really good. It's like grungy rock and roll. It's not that, that Nirvana,
I kind of like Pearl Jam though. They've had some good hits.
I like
Pearl Jam, yeah.
I like Nirvana Unplugged.
And there's that one song I like. I don't know whether it's Pearl Jam or not, but it's called Bleed It Out. Bleed it out, bleed it out.
I know that one.
Everlong is a good song. Yes, Bopak. So, okay, guys, that's
But
it.
that was Linkin Park that did Bleed It Out.
Yeah, I think everybody found a little bit in grunge, and I'm not a big speed metal fan. Metallica has some decent songs. Megadeth has some decent songs, but I don't own any Metallica, believe it or not, and I own Megadeth, the greatest hits thing. That's it. So, okay, guys. I'll let you know about the follow-up show. Figure about 3 weeks.
Okay.
That's what I'm figuring for my teeth.
Yes.
Got to get all healed up.
It's coming up. So, all right, guys.
That's all right.
All
All
right.
right. Y'all take care, and I guess have a happy 4th.
Yep. That's
Right?
coming right for us.
Yeah,
So-
and Canada Day too.
And
Yeah, that's this weekend. We're
Mhm.
celebrating it.
What
That's
happened
gonna
on
be
Canada Day?
Well, I do tomorrow. I play in with four other bands at a Legion, where there's going to be a rip fest going on. Us 4 or 5 bands, bunch of rides for the kids. If anybody has nothing to do and you live close to Mount Bridges, just come on over to the Mount Bridges Legion. I'll be playing there. We're going on at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
good.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Bopak says speed metal is my. I like some speed metal bands. There's a band, and they're actually from Clearwater, called Iced Earth. They're very speed metal, and they're good because I don't know. It's just better. Okay. All right. Later, guys.
I just want to put one thing out. The 4th is Thursday, so I'm not going to go live this coming Thursday.
Oh, there's
Game night.
no. Oh, okay. There's no flapjack on Thursday.
No, not this Thursday. Not on 4th of July, I don't think.
No, you're
I
not
think
going to.
people will be busy. Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right. Y'all have a
Alrighty.
good one.
Bye.
See you.